Welcome. Let's talk about psi. Most people think psi is a mental force, like sending intention outward into the world. But that's not what's actually moving. When psi happens, your nervous system is shifting into a very specific pattern. And once you understand that pattern, psi becomes clear, stable, and repeatable. So let me reframe the entire concept for you. When people say, I moved the object, or I sensed something across the room, they're describing the effect, not the mechanism. The real mechanism lives inside 3 channels of your nervous system. Interoception, which is sensing inside of the body. Proprioception, which is mapping position and micro-movement. Exteroception, sensing the field around you. So psi is not magic. It's your biology extending perception through these 3 channels. So why does this matter? Well, if you believe psi is a force, you'll try too hard. If you believe it's mystical, you'll wait too long. And if you believe you need a special talent, you may never begin. But if you understand that psi is patterned physiology, you suddenly have a roadmap instead of a mystery. So let's talk about the 3 channels in detail. Interoception, the psi ignition switch. This is your ability to feel inside your body. Heartbeat, warmth, pressure, pulsing. So when psi activates, interoception becomes quieter and more precise. Your system stops broadcasting noise. Signs of this are like warmth in your palms, a soft pressure between the hands, and your internal space feeling larger. This is not imagination. It's your vagus nerve shifting state. Proprioception, that's micro movement modulation. This is where the real psi misunderstanding begins. When you do telekinesis drills, micro movements begin long before you're aware of them. They're not the cause of psi. They're the output of deeper patterning. So your body is making predictive adjustments constantly. This is why people say, I barely moved, but the psi wheel reacted. Yes, because the system operates below conscious threshold. Okay, and finally, exteroception. That's the body's field mapping. This is the quiet, spacious sense around your body. It's not mystical. It's sensory integration plus microelectric field detection plus spatial prediction. This is the channel that makes people say, I can feel the object. I can sense that someone is behind me. It's the same mechanism humans use to detect another person entering a room. Psi uses it deliberately instead of accidentally. So let's do a little demonstration. And I'm sure you've seen one like this before. It's the hand test. So you hold your hands about 6 inches apart. I'm going to show you, though, nothing like a chi ball. I'm going to show you the simplest way to feel your nervous system shift into psi mode. So you bring your hands now from 6 to about 1 inch or 2 apart. Instead of doing anything, let your awareness spread into the space between your palms. Notice warmth, pressure, a soft push, a tiny magnetic draw, a dog in the background. That's not energy. That is your interoceptive and exteroceptive channels syncing. That's the beginning of psi. So then let your hands naturally drift very slightly. And micro movement begins when the channels synchronize. And you can feel it. This is your system aligning. It's not intention pushing. Why this explains all psi effects. So the nervous system model explains spoon bending, which is micromotor threshold shifts, psi wheel movement, which is tiny airflow plus micro movement entrainment, remote sensing, which is predictive processing plus field coherence, mind sight, which is interoception plus exteroception alignment, and geometric healing, which is structured attention organizing channels. It all fits. There's no contradiction. So here's your daily practice. Hands together, soft awareness between them. 1 breath down into the chest. Notice warmth or push, and let the micro movement begin naturally. Stop right before you would normally push and hold that edge. That's the psi channel alignment. Do this for 30 seconds a day for a week. Your sensitivity and accuracy will jump dramatically. I know it seems simple, but I promise you it will happen. So remember, psi isn't mysterious. It's your biology in a coherent state. And once you learn how it works, the whole landscape becomes clear, stable, and accessible. Next episode, we'll explore how geometry strengthens these channels and why shapes change your psi ability instantly. So, follow and subscribe, and I'll see you there.